It's your boy Young Bob Headshot. I'm kicking it with my nigga Show, man. Philly Fame TV. Shout out to the whole Philly Fame. Love what y'all doing, man. Bringing it back to the hood.
So let's take them back, man. The beginning of the whole Headshot movement, Headshot Records. Tell people, know what I mean?
Oh, we back though, too, you hear me?
Oh yeah, I see you got the shirts back out and all that.
Yeah, we back, man. I'm bringing everything back, man. I'm bringing the DVDs back. Philly need that, man, because they losing their sound. So I got to make sure Philly get that sound back, you know what I mean? I'm bringing the DVDs back. I'm bringing my Headshot Punch back. That legendary Headshot Punch. I don't know if everybody know about it, but it'll be around though. That Headshot Punch is crazy. A lot of babies was made off Headshot Punch. I'm telling you, man. But man, that Headshot shit though, man. It started out with just me playing around on mixtapes and shit. But before that, I used to be a rapper. I used to rap with like my hood. And I used to rap like with a couple niggas from school. We was called Hot Now. Like Hot Now and Entertainment and shit. But through the years, you know, everybody started, you know, venturing off and doing whatever else they wanted to do. That rapping shit was just a hobby. But my man Ant Live, he definitely stuck with it. You know, he kinda was heating up from the beginning with this Headshot shit with me and shit. So he used to be on all the Headshot mixtapes. But that CEO mindset that kicked in from the beginning, because all of us was rapping, but we never really had nobody to like put it together or like situate. We was rapping off karaoke. So I had a karaoke, I was getting beats, microphone, just, you know, playing around. No, not playing around. We thought we was serious and shit, but for a lot of people, it was just a little hobby, something to do. So my man Live, he stuck with it though. So when I started my mixtapes, I made sure Ant Live was like on all the mixtapes. And then we put out his own mixtape. Then he went to Gratz, so he had Gratz booming with mixtapes. Now in the midst of that, I'm dropping my mixtapes. So he got his mixtape out and I got my mixtape out. So my man Fat Rel moving units over in motherfucking Gratz. I had folks in Mansion, like the CDs, like the mixtapes. I'm giving out mixtapes and I'm just sending them to schools with folks. I mean, we gonna break it down half. Just, I mean, whatever you make, we break it down half.
And on the mixtapes, you was saying you was featuring like major artists, like you was taking major artist songs from different mixtapes.
On the mixtapes, I would go buy a lot of underground, like not a lot of under. I would go buy a lot of bootleg mixtapes, and I would take like the hot songs. It'd be like 3-4 songs on the mixtape. That's really how I got started doing the mixtape, because I hated going to buy a mixtape and only listening to 2-3 songs off it. Gotta keep rewinding and going back. So I started putting together my own mixtapes. Now in the midst of that shit, you know, kind of picked up. I started selling them in school. Started selling them in the hood. Me and my cousin, we used to ride around the hood, barbershops and shit, drop, you know, selling mixtapes or whatsoever. So that shit kind of picked up. It was picking up. And so mind you, like I got just different artists from around the neighborhood, different artists I know, like this was like Wall Street, the Ciceros, the NH, like even Wide Deuce. I don't know, you remember Wide Deuce? Yeah, Wide Deuce. You know, they was all from the hood though, so niggas used to just be bringing music. I used to put them on mixtape or whatsoever. So and in the midst of that, you know, I ran into Meek. Meek from my hood, you know, he from 23rd and Birch. I'm from 24th and Nars. So, you know, we always knew each other whatsoever and shit, but he rapped. He rapped with Pep Shooter. You remember Pep Shooter? Mm-hmm. Rapped with Pep Shooter. And him, Pep Shooter, and NH had it joint. They was called Lights Out. They used to be a group too. I don't know if you know that. But they all used to
So you saying NH, Meek Mill,
Meek, Pep, and Pep Shooter. They used to be a rap group.
And you said they was called Lights Out?
Yeah, Lights Out, like Lights Out Click or something like that. But mind you, like I'm doing music. This was like when I first started out with the mixtapes and shit. So by like Headshot 27, I'm featuring everybody, and I'm featuring everybody with these industry artists. But I got the underground artists too. So now people catching on and listening to him like, damn, these young niggas really hot. So by like Headshot 27, I met my manager and shit. Ed Hurt, EDP, man. Shout out to EDP. Talked to me, and you know, we just clicked from the beginning. And he was just telling me like, yo, you gotta add a tag to your music, cause it's getting too hot in the streets. So I'm like, what you mean? He's like, you know how Clue got they saying, the Clue got the Clue. Desert Storm, all that shit. So he's like, you gotta add something to yours. So when people hear your music, they know it's yours. So I'm like, bad. So I got this is my nephew, probably like 5 or 6, and he was like, he used to always curse. And he, you know, he'd say whatever I say, he'll repeat anyway. So I just took him to the computer, set up a little bullshit mic. I'm like, say headshot. Add a little echo to it or whatsoever. Then I said, say headshot pussy. He gave me the headshot pussy whatsoever. Add that little echo to it. Now I say that because that was like the legendary, you know, headshot motherfucking joint right there. Like every time I see somebody or every time, like headshot or headshot pussy or young vibe, headshot exclusive or whatsoever. So now we get to like Headshot 32 and I'm featuring everybody, and by this time Meek kind of rolling from just being featured on the mixtape. But then Meek brought along the Bloodhoundz. The Bloodhoundz was Meek Mill, Mel Love, that nigga Lil Young Pooh. They was from South Philly. Meek used to be up north and down South Philly, so he brought along them. So they had a hot mixtape. They had a lot of songs. So I put it together on a mixtape after some time went by where it's dope people asking about them now. I put it together on a mixtape. We used to go down like Industry Tuesdays to what's that, Flow?
Yeah,
Larry and all them. And that's where that's where I got like some of the vision from. I see like different artists down there. Like that's where I met like Hollow Man, Chris, Shellyano and all them, and you know, just bumping shoulders with them and shit. And I got like, damn. Oh wow, we really doing this now and shit. So yeah, you know what? Had they used to be down there. Had was down there, and Jones was his hype man, D Jones. But mind you, Had and Meek knew each other. So as Meek rolling, Had pulled Meek to the side like, damn, I see you rolling on them Headshot mixtapes. Introduce me to Bob.
So Hattie asked Meek to introduce Hattie to you.
Yeah.
Like introduce y'all or whatever.
Yeah. Asked him to, you know, introduce him to me or whatsoever. And Meek had called me like, yo, the boy Joey Jihad, he want, you know, link with you. He want to give you some music or whatsoever. So I'm like, all right, get my number, you know, hit me up. So he hit me, had come to the block, give me some bars. Everybody from the block feeling him or whatsoever. He gave me a mixtape. I think it was his Fuck You Pay Me mixtape, the original joint, and the Hood Hop joint. I put it on like a Hot or Not. Now Hot or Not was the section of the mixtape where other people judge the person on the track. So people would call me like, yo, the boy on Hot or Not, he was hot as shit or whatsoever. So everybody was calling about Had. So I'm like, bet. So you know, I reached back out there, Had like, yeah, everybody feeling you, you know. I'm gonna make sure you're on the next few mixtapes or whatsoever. So that came along, bang. Yeah, but actually before Meek introduced me and Had, I have known of Had. I had seen him battle Cicero. And you know, the battle was so crazy that both of them was giving that energy. But what stood out in the battle was D Jones. D Jones was like Had hype man, and he was so on point with that shit. I was just like, damn, Fat Boy on some shit. Like, you know, the battle was already nice, but Jones is making it like more of a like, oh shit, like, you know how you hype them bars up and shit. Like, damn, they on some shit. But how we met everybody now, how everybody linked up. Now, Bam lived down Francisville. You know that's my partner. During the time the Headshot shit, that was my partner and shit. So he Magic and them down there at the playground, and they rapping, they giving out bars. He called me like, yo, Magic and Still, they down here killing that shit. You know what I'm saying? I think they was down there rapping with my man Frost. You remember Frost? Hot, it's my man. But they was down there like ciphering and shit whatsoever. So like I was already fucking with Frost at the time. But Bam was like, yo, Magic and Still, they down here killing this shit. So I'm like, time to come to the block. They come. The block was like the stumping grounds where I'm gonna say where everybody got their approval at. Let everybody from the block judge them. And when you came to the block, it drew a big crowd. So that's where everybody judging. That's where you found out if you was ass or if you was hot. So they came to the block, they was bombing that shit. So you know, it was like, all right, well, look, we all gonna have a sit down. I mean, I just like what's going on, you know. We might as well come together and put some shit together or whatsoever. So had to sit down, everybody agreed on it, you know. Everybody coming together. That's how the Headshot Record shit formed. That's how it became what it was.
So when everybody was sitting down, who was at this table at this point?
Now at this point is me, Bam, the Bloodhoundz, Too Sick, and the Go Getters, which was Had Jones. I think Concrete Reek, because he gonna think I was coming at him on the Concrete Week shit. But Concrete Reek, he was part of them, but he was like a distant, you know what I mean? He was like a distant go-getter. Like he was from uptown, you know. It was like the Go-Getters was north, Too Sick was north, Bloodhoundz was like north, South Philly. Reek was from uptown or whatsoever. But shout out my nigga Concrete Reek, man. But everybody was there though, you know. We just, you know, came to agreement like this is what we gonna run with. We gonna run with this. We gonna just bomb on everything. So what we was doing was like we did like high school tours, and every high school we was going at Dobbins, Olney, you know, we was going to like Broad and Olney where everybody meet at, and we just set up a little cipher right there. You know, that's kind of like where we got our you know, our fan base from. Maya wasn't no social media, wasn't none of that. We was just going places, and if you didn't know nobody or if you didn't call nobody's phone, you never knew where we was at. So we would fucking hop on a sub, ride downtown, like 40 deep, just walk around town, ciphering and shit. And that's like kind of how we got branded or whatsoever. Bang.
Right. So then y'all started the DVD situation. Like, how did that come about?
Now,
cause y'all didn't tape none of them ciphers, did y'all? Like, or did the footage ever come out?
Now we moving into the DVD era now. You know, after we was going through them ciphers and shit and all, like, man, it wasn't no camera phones, it wasn't none of that. It was just little flip phones and shit, and like no kids and shit like that. So now we moving along to like the DVD era. You know, Big Star had that shit on lock, like he was rolling with that shit. So, you know, I got a camera and I just used to like record little shit. Like I wasn't really doing it for a DVD. I didn't want to make a DVD, but I would record just so we could look over the footage, just so we could look at the footage. Like, damn, we killed that. But we wasn't recording none. We wasn't recording none of them high school tours and all that. Like we wasn't even worrying about that. We were just trying to create the buzz. Once the buzz got created, we started recording. That's when the Headshot, the mixtapes was getting bigger. Everybody reaching out, you know, the Reeds, the top class guys, the Eddie Mars, like everybody reaching out. And whoever was on Big Star CD, they'd be like, they'd bomb Big Star CD, and a nigga be like, damn, you can't get this nigga. And I go searching high and low for this nigga. Like when Cheek Raw bombed Big Star DVD, I went searching high and low for him. Found him, got some music for him, put him on the drum. Vodka bombed it. Found him, got some music for him, put him on the mixtape. So now, like, we got a name in the streets. Not only do we got a name in the streets for mixtapes, we got a name in the streets just for people wanting to be on the mixtapes or people wanting to be, you know, at a site for it's just shit like that. So the shit just started picking up crazy. And I knew it was picking up crazy where everywhere you drove at or everywhere you went at, you'll hear that sound, Headshot, like you couldn't go nowhere. And niggas used to spin the block. They knew where we was from. So niggas that used to turn their music up, slow down when they get to the part headshot, and spin a block. Give them they daps and all that. Like, oh damn, that's love. I mean, it was just a wonderful feeling. But you know, we started on that DVD shit. That DVD shit was love. It was love. It gotta, like, it created something that I didn't know it was gonna create. You know what I mean? You know, you was doing your DVD. I don't know if you had plans on that shit being as big as it was, but I was really just recording behind the camera, and that shit just started going bananas. Like, different motherfuckers calling me. Like, I remember Beanie called me and shit. Like, yo, this Beans.